All right, let's be honest. We've all told ourselves that same little lie, right? I'll start investing later. When I have a bit more cash. Well, I'm here to tell you that that one thought, that simple word later, might just be the single most expensive mistake you'll ever make. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the brutal, hidden cost of waiting and why later can literally cost you a fortune. So, let me ask you something, just a quick question. Who do you think ends up richer? The person who invests for just 10 years or the person who invests for a whopping 30 years? I mean, logic screams it's the 30-year investor, doesn't it? It seems so obvious. Well, what if I told you that logic, in this case, is dead wrong?
Yeah, I know that sounds crazy. So, to prove it, let's dive into a tale of two investors. And look, this isn't just some made up scenario. This is a real world showdown that peels back the layers on how wealth is actually built. Okay, so first up, meet Anna. She's our early bird. She starts investing 5 grand a year at age 25. But here's the crazy part. She only does it for 10 years and then stops. Colt. Total investment? 50,000 bucks. Now let's meet Ben. He decides to wait a decade. He starts at 35, investing that same 5 grand a year. But Ben is a machine. He keeps going for 30 straight years, all the way to retirement. His total investment? $150,000. I mean, come on, 3 times the money for 3 times as long. The winner here seems like a total no-brainer, right?
So let's map this out. Anna's in the game for this tiny little window, right? Just from 25 to 35. Then she's out. Her money just sits there and does its thing. The second she stops, Ben jumps in. He picks up the baton and runs with it, investing diligently for the next 3 decades. I mean, every single sign points to a massive win for Ben.
All right, now let's fast forward. They both hit age 65. We'll assume they both got a pretty standard 8% average return on their money each year. The race is officially over. The numbers are in, and you might want to sit down for this. Okay, this right here, this is where everything you thought you knew gets flipped completely upside down. The results are in, and, well, shocking doesn't even begin to cover it.
Just look at these numbers. Seriously. Anna, the one who only invested for 10 years, putting in just 50 grand of her own cash, she walks away with over $728,000. And Ben, our marathon man, after investing for 30 years and putting in 150 grand, he ends up with over $100,000 less. It's not even close. Anna wins by a landslide.
To be exact, she's richer by more than $162,000. Just let that sink in for a second. She started just 10 years earlier, invested a third of the money, and still came out way, way ahead. So you're probably thinking, how on earth is this even possible? It just doesn't make sense, right? Ben put in more work. He saved for way longer. He invested $100,000 more of his own money. What is this financial wizardry at play here? Well, the answer is a little thing that happens to be one of the most powerful forces in the entire universe of finance. It's the absolute magic of compounding. Or, to put it simply, it's your money having babies and then those babies having babies. So what exactly is this superpower? It's called compound interest. It just means you earn returns on your original investment, and then you start earning returns on your returns. It's like a chain reaction. Your money goes to work for you, and then the money it earns also puts on a hard hat and starts working for you too. The best way to think about it is like a snowball. Picture a tiny snowball at the top of a really, really long snowy hill. That was Anna's investment at age 25. It wasn't huge, but she gave it an early push. And it had 40 years to roll down that hill, getting bigger and bigger and bigger. Ben, on the other hand, started his snowball 10 years later. Now, he might have started with a bigger snowball, but he just didn't have as much hill to work with. He could never, ever catch up to the momentum Anna built in that first decade. And this all brings us to the single biggest takeaway from this whole story. It's a lesson that has absolutely nothing to do with being a stock market genius or timing things perfectly. It's all about an asset you already possess. There's a famous quote often credited to Einstein, and honestly, it doesn't matter if he said it, because it's so true. The power of this force is just undeniable.
And here it is. This is the whole secret. Your greatest financial asset, it isn't money. It isn't a high-paying job. It's time. Time is the rocket fuel for compounding. The only reason Anna won, the only reason, is because she had a 10-year head start. That's the whole game. So what does this all mean for you? Let's break it down. Number one, start today. Seriously, even if it's a tiny amount, the day you start matters more than the dollars you start with. Number two, be consistent. Keep time do the heavy lifting. You don't have to be a genius, you just have to be patient. And finally, number four, please get it out of your head that you can just catch up later. We just saw what happened to Ben. The math is ruthless. It will work against you. So look, the real question here isn't if you should start investing. The real question is, how much can you afford not to? Because the cost of delay, it's real, and it's a bill that comes due every single day you wait. Now, if you want to dive deeper into the simple habits that really build wealth, you should definitely check out our book summary playlist. And hey, for a daily dose of growth just like this, make sure you're subscribed to the Grow Daily channel.